While there's a great deal of investment from the Army and Air Force in the Fairbanks area, we don't see much of the other branches. Last week, however, the Navy sent personnel to Fairbanks to learn about the community and our relationship with armed forces. Adrian Peterson has more on that visit in this week's military report.
Last week, a small but important group of visitors from the Navy came up to Fairbanks, far from the shores of any sea. That group came up for an executive education visit that sought to meet with community leaders to learn about the functions of Fairbanks and how both the Navy and the Golden Heart community can benefit from each other.
So the first day that we were here, we spent pretty much all day with the University of Alaska Fairbanks.
While at UAF, they spoke with the director of the Museum of the North as well as other university leadership.
We talked about science. We talked about research that's being done, whether that was Navy funded, whether that was military funded, or whether it has applications for things that we're interested in.
Goodfellow says that one of the biggest takeaways was seeing how UAF forces integration of ideas and gets better results by doing so.
We went and talked to the Foundation Health Partners, and that was really meaningful because we wanted to understand how they do what we would call expeditionary medical.
That is providing medicine in remote areas, something that the military is often faced with.
Stabilization. If somebody is injured, you may have to stabilize them for hours or days before you can get them to someplace where they can get more sophisticated medical care. That's a common problem. We also spent a lot of time talking about mental health and suicide prevention.
This conversation spanned the university as well as the military continues to get a better grasp on the high rate of suicides that they see. Turning to the Rotary Club and the Chamber of Commerce, Goodfellow asked about revitalizing public service.
There is a higher propensity for service in Fairbanks and in Alaska in general than there are in a lot of other states. And so we wanted to kind of come up here and say, what's the secret sauce?
That service includes military, government, and community service, but part of the answer to that question may lie in Goodfellow's takeaway from her visit.
There is this wonderful sense of community and willing to partner to solve hard problems.
This is Adrian Peterson reporting for News Center Fairbanks.
The Military Report is brought to you by veteran-owned Walden Home Group.
During their visit, the Navy also met with local education officials to discuss relationships between educators, students, and the Navy. This included STEM programs, military opportunities, recruiting, and getting a better sense of today's youth, such as what they are looking for in their post-graduation futures.